frickin' way. The time of year has come where I start to lose it. February is when my brain starts to shut down from the cold. I'm starting to get a little bit annoyed with the weather. Staying inside 95% of the time, starting to feel a little less cozy, a little more hermity. I just want to remember what warmth feels like. All right, my motivation to get things done, it starts to take a little dip in February. And especially this year because of all of the happenings in the world. It's making it feel a little dark, a lot dark. Alas, work must go on because despite being cold and overwhelmed, I still have to pay rent and feed this dog. So if you can't tell, I am working from home today. Motivation-wise, we're sitting at about a 3. I'd like to get that to a 6 by the middle of the day. And I'm just hoping that doing this, hanging out together, will help me get there. On a low motivation day, I always begin by working from the couch. Back when I worked in the office, I think the equivalent of working from the couch would be like wearing my comfiest outfit and making sure to bring a blanket scarf with me so that I could sit with my legs crossed in my chair and that scarf wrapped around me all day. It would look something like this, minus the hood, and to add some sort of pant with a pleat. There also would be no goose, which is a really big difference. But whatever, the key is just I need to start my day comfy. Where'd I put my pen? My pen is essential to my next step. Goose, did you eat my pen? Okay, it's actually not the craziest question, Goose, because you do eat sticks, and sticks look like pens. Here's a pen. I'm gonna make my list of things that I need to do today, and the first thing on the list is going to be something easy that I can quickly get done on my computer, i.e. something I can do without getting up. And then the second thing on my list is going to be something easy that I can get done within 15 minutes that requires me to get up and get moving. All right, so that way I can easily check off 2 things. So first thing I need to do is reply to an email that my manager sent. And then the getting up thing that I'm gonna do is gonna be to declutter the entryway table. So let's do those things. We open up the email, we search for Paul. We have found the email. Oh, that cushion needs to go here. Why is it over here? It's better. Excuse me. Hi, Paul. You are right. I completely forgot. Does this make sense? Yeah, this makes sense. Exclamation point or period. Exclamation point. Send. I should go get my extra light because it's really dark over here, but I don't want to. So you're gonna watch this in a slightly darker environment. I'm sure it's gonna completely change how you view the video. We're cleaning up, we're putting things away, we're putting things into other things. It's fun, we're having fun, and we're feeling better. Excuse me. Put that, oh, but it's gonna get lost in there, okay. Oh, the floor needs to be mopped. We're not doing that right now. Ta-da, doesn't it look better? See, now I feel better because it looks better. That's how things work, right? I think so. It sounds like it should. With 2 things now checked off my list, I feel like I have a bit of momentum going and I'm ready to tackle something that'll take me more than just like 10 minutes. So I'm returning to the couch to start writing an intro for my next YouTube video. I'm not gonna put pressure on myself to have it finalized, but my goal is to sit down and write for 30 minutes and then I can come back and edit tomorrow with fresh eyes. All right, we're done with that. We got a good start, I think, on that intro. Here we are in the office. I try not to sit on the couch all day when I work from home because if I do, I will inevitably start to feel disgusting. And then that in turn is worse for my motivation levels and productivity. So we do a little couch time, but we try to make our way back to the office. It's hard to be in my office because, as you can see, it's a little bit of a mess, and that's pretty much how it always is, which doesn't make for, you know, like a great environment for working, thinking, enjoying life. And listen, if you have been watching my videos as of late, then you might have noticed a pattern in which this office has been this messy for quite a while. I do have good reason for not cleaning it up, but I can't tell you right now because it has to do with something that I can't tell you yet. So, but you gotta trust me. I need you to put your trust in me. There's good reason why I have not cleaned this office. All right, so now I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone. I don't love that saying because I don't wanna kill one bird. I don't wanna kill any birds. We're gonna feed two birds with one worm. That doesn't really make sense because then you have to split the worm in half, and I still don't want to picture like a worm dying either. We'll think of another saying another time. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna film a co-working video for Patreon, and while doing that, I am going to get a bunch of things done. I am going to write an Instagram reel. I am going to outline this thing that I can't tell you about yet. I am going to submit our applications for our Australian visas, which I don't think I've mentioned to you guys yet. David and I are going to Australia in a few weeks. Surprise! We can discuss that more later. And then I need to respond to some emails. So basically in these co-working videos, it is literally just like 1 to 2 hours of me typing away on my computer, doing things, and then I post it to Patreon. And it's kind of like a body doubling video, but you know, for working. And it's good for me because I feel like someone is watching me. So I stay on task. I set a timer. I'm not looking at my phone. I am working on the thing that I'm supposed to be working on because you're watching me. And then that in turn usually improves my motivation levels because I've actually gotten stuff done. And then on top of that, I've made a Patreon video. So that's fun. But then I think they're also good for you guys because it gives you a buddy to work with, and it kind of serves the same purpose of like having somebody else to help keep you on track. So I'm just gonna un-Sith Lord myself for this. David says when I wear my hood up, I look like a Sith Lord. It is time for a messy bun though. Something about having my hair up also makes me feel more productive. Does this look good? I can't see. Okay, yeah, we're good. Let's do this thing. If you think co-working videos might help you, I share them monthly over on my Patreon along with a variety of other bonus videos, including body doubling vlogs so we can clean together, as well as casual chatty videos just to provide some cozy company. 10% of my earnings on Patreon also go to a cause I feel passionate about. Right now, as in February 2026, the funds are going toward helping those on the front lines in Minnesota who are fighting back against ICE, and will also help provide assistance to those affected. So I will drop the link in the description if you have any interest in joining the Patreon fam. We'd love to have you. Do you hear that? That is the sound of burrito time. Hush. We know it's burrito time. Burrito! Okay, let's go over here to unwrap our burrito. I need to get my other mic. Hold on. I gotta put on my mic that's my clip-on mic so that you can hear me wherever I am. Okay, let's trade. It's gonna be silent for a minute. Ready? I'm gonna scream. Ready? Ready? Do you think I was actually screaming, or do you think I was just pretending to scream? You know what? This is a mess back here. And it's just gonna stay that way. Just got some socks on the counter, as one does. This can go away. This can go away. Ah! Everything's fine. Oh, David unloaded the dishwasher. That was nice of him. So I just finished my co-working session. It was a good one. I got everything done that I wanted to get done with 8 minutes to spare. And I remembered to preheat the oven for my burrito and to put the burrito in the oven, because here, let me give you the story about the burritos. So, well, first we need the burrito accessories. I think I'm gonna do salsa today. How do we not have any spindrifts in the fridge? David just takes them out of the fridge and he doesn't replace them, and then we don't have any cold spindrifts, and then I have to put ice in a cup. It's so hard. It's so many extra steps. It's so inconvenient. What a hard life I have. Okay, we have the burrito accessories. The only time I like a lime spindrift is when I am eating Mexican food. Otherwise, don't come at me with a lime spindrift. I'll get upset about it. Are you focused on me? Hopefully. I clicked something. Be focused on me. Goose, you wanna go outside? I just sat down. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing you may or may not know about me. Are you still focused on me? Yeah. You may or may not know this about me, but I forget to eat lunch constantly, all the time. I used to be very good about eating lunch every day because David and I both worked from home all the time. And so David would literally come into my office every day and be like, hey, it's lunchtime, come eat with me. And I would have to oblige because he's there to hold me accountable. But now that it's just me home, because he has to go into the office 3 days a week, I often don't eat lunch on the days when he's not here, or I wait so long to make lunch that I am ravenous by the time that I do, and like that's not good. But the issue is I don't like to take the time to make lunch. I have like 2 really quick recipes I can do. I can make an egg sandwich, or I can make this like Mediterranean quesadilla, but I don't want to eat those all week, every week. So I needed something that was very easy to meal prep that I could, and it had to be something that would make a lot so that I could meal prep for like a month at a time, because I won't meal prep for lunch, at least. For dinner is a different story, but I won't meal prep for lunch every single week. I just won't do it. So anyways, I found this recipe for burritos and it was really easy. You just like put some things in the tortilla and then you can wrap them in foil, put them in the freezer, and then when you're ready to eat one, you just take it out and you put it in the oven, and that's all you do. What I did not account for, which I'm getting better at, is that things that are frozen take a long time to cook. So the mistake I first made was waiting till I was hungry and then coming out to the kitchen to make my burrito, but then I would have to wait like an hour because it takes like 45 minutes for this burrito to cook from frozen. But usually I'd be super hungry already, so then I would just make myself something else that was stupid or just not eat at all. But now I'm remembering to come preheat the oven and put this in before I get hungry so that I can eat it. All that to say, if you have any other good frozen lunch recipe ideas, would love to hear them, because right now this burrito one is the only one I have and we're gonna have to switch it up soon. I've been dipping it in Greek yogurt as if it's like sour cream. It's not, but it's healthier, you know? But I realized that we had a salsa left from the Costco tacos. Does anyone get the Costco tacos? The tacos at Costco is what the Costco tacos are. We get those every so often because they're very easy to have for lunch, and they come with the salsa. But we usually use the cilantro crema as the sauce on our tacos. We don't use the salsa, but the salsa is very good, so we save it to use with tortilla chips. Well, I found this in the back of our fridge. We forgot about it, and it's fine. So I was like, this would be perfect for my burrito. So now it is my burrito salsa. Honestly, this is much better with salsa than with the Greek yogurt. There's something I was gonna tell you guys. Oh, also, almost choked on my burrito a little bit. Also, on days, I mean, this is pretty much, you should do this every day, but especially on days where you're feeling kind of sluggish and unmotivated and your brain just is mentally checked out, make sure, one, that you're drinking enough water. I know, everyone says it all the time. Okay, it's just a reminder. And make sure, while we're on the topic of getting hungry, that you don't let yourself get hungry, because that's gonna make you more upset. So, I know why I was thinking of this, because I made a smoothie right before I went to go do my co-working video, so that has a bunch of protein in it. So that always keeps me full in the morning. Otherwise, if I skip that, I will get hangry, and that's really bad for my motivation levels. So it's important to try and keep yourself hydrated and full. Obviously every day, but especially on days where you're mentally just kind of struggling. I would say my motivation level is at like a 7 right now. That's pretty good. What did I say I wanted it to get to? 6? So like we're already exceeding expectations. That co-working session really helped a lot. It's just like, you know, when you have these things that you're like, I have to do that, but I just really don't want to. And even though it's not hard, and then you just sit down and you do it, and then afterwards you feel like you went to the moon. Like you're like, I'm Lance Armstrong, not Lance Armstrong. What's the other guy's name? What's that guy's name? It's an Armstrong. I'm Neil Armstrong. Except for isn't he not actually the first one to go to the moon? Like there was somebody else. I just watched the movie. I didn't just watch it. I watched it like a year ago. The movie about them going to the moon. Whatever, you feel like a really accomplished person because you did the thing that you needed to do. It's very simple. So I think I'm really riding that high right now. I'm gonna try to capitalize on it. I also just really can't stress enough the benefit of co-working with someone, especially if you work at home alone and you have nobody but your dog to hold you accountable, but just the sense that somebody is watching you, man, it really whips me into shape. This explains why I was a very high performer when I did work in an office and people were watching me work all the time. You always have to have a little treat after lunch. Even on the days when your motivation level is 10, you still have to have a treat because you deserve it. This is my treat of choice. Not sponsored, but would like it to be. If anyone knows Skinny Dipped, put in a good word for me. They're fucking delicious. I cannot see what this looks like. It's probably good. Okay, this needs to go a little bit this way. All right, now we hope for the best. Okay, so we are using our increase in motivation to do something that I did not have the energy to do this morning. Oh no, Goose, you're gonna leave? No, you look so cute in this shot, Goose. Goose. Okay, bye, buddy. By the time you see this, you will already have seen the shot that I'm doing right now because I was thinking this morning when I was filming like that little montage bit of me working on my intro, I was like a top-down shot would be cool, but I didn't have the energy to do it. So I'm gonna do it now. I'm just gonna recreate that moment. It would be great if Goose would recreate it with me. I'm not confident that I should be hanging anything from these pipes, but it's the only thing I have to rig this to, so we are attempting it. Goose, if I give you a treat, will you come sit with me and pretend to be part of this? Hey buddy, look, big chicken treat. Come here, pal. You come up? Good boy. Oh, I really hope this looks okay, because I don't want to do it again. Oh, I didn't have my hood up. I had my hood up this morning. Dang it. Okay, we gotta do it again. Okay, please continue to stay up there until I come get you. Do not fall, it would be a tragedy for many reasons. Stop. Okay, before we I'm gonna take the slippers off. Okay, before we take you down, can we see this? It's pretty close to being straight. That should get the job done. Oh no, okay. Carefully, these are not good pants to wear for this. They're very long. Whew. All right, mission accomplished. Okay, next we are gonna try to get a thumbnail for today's video. So, this is what we're doing. We're sitting on the couch and it looks like we're working. Should this be here? Let's get rid of it. And we're like, our phone is here and like we've got our notebook and our computer and we're like, ah. Oh wait, hold on. I don't like to have my mic in the thumbnail, so one moment. Audio's gonna sound far away. We'll do some different facial expressions because I don't know what this is gonna say yet. Let's see, let's do some with my hair flipped over here. Let's do some where I'm looking at my computer. Okay, let's look at what some of those look like. These aren't terrible, but I do think it should be a little higher up. Shoot. Okay, we have to get these legs longer. Bring you all the way down, but then, see, now that feels too tall. Okay, be even. Is that even higher? I don't know. There. I still want Goosey to be in it. Definitely hair flipped this way. Oh, you know what? I should also do some with my hood on, because I'm wearing my hood in a lot of this video. Let's try this again. Let's see, the video is gonna be, Goose, can you not lick your pee-pee in the thumbnail, please? Thank you. Hood up. There we go. Goose, could you stop eating your foot? Do you want to put this up here? I feel like there's nothing over here to balance things. Goose, what can we put over here? Can we put a blanket? Kind of hard to balance this. Goose, you look at the camera. Oh no, my hood is about to fall down. Okay, let's see how those look. And also because I know people like to ask, my computer stand thing is from Logitech. I can't remember the name of it, but Logitech, I'll put a link in the description. You don't have to buy it if you don't want to, but just people ask me all the time. It's Logitech. Did you get that? Okay, what do these look like? I think there's something in there. Moving on. So I have sat down, which was a little bit of a mistake. It's now 4:09 p.m. My plan was to film my Instagram reel, which was gonna be a basic book review. I don't know if you've seen those on my Instagram and TikTok. If you haven't, it's just where I review a book in a very basic way. It's gonna be on, hold on, I wanna get the book to show you. It's gonna be on this book, Best Offer Wins. I was gifted this by Book of the Month. This is not a sponsorship for them because I already did that, but they gifted me the book. Absolutely wild read. It's about this woman who, oh my God, this hood is just like, there's way too much of it. It's about this woman who's trying to buy a house and the lengths that she goes to get said house. I know that doesn't really sound all that interesting, but it is. Anyways, you can watch the basic book review if you want to know more, even though I haven't already filmed it. But that was the reel I wrote today. But now it's 4 o'clock and it's pretty dark and I just don't think it's a good time to film it now. So we'll figure out a time to do that tomorrow. Also, what made me stop in my tracks was, well, 2 things. So one, my friend who is in Australia. We didn't talk about Australia, did we? Okay, so David and I are going to Australia because my friend, her boyfriend, moved to New Zealand last year. He's just going to be there for like a year or so. But she's going to Australia and they're going to Australia to meet up and they're going to travel around Australia for a month. And she told me this like back in December. Now, I've always wanted to go to Australia. That's big on my bucket list. However, it's never really seemed like much of a priority because there's so many cool places to go that are significantly closer and less expensive to get to. But when she said that she was going, I was like, well, this might be our only opportunity ever to see Australia with friends. Because like, what other time are we going to coordinate with people like, hey, let's go to Australia. Let's get on a 17-hour flight to Australia and pay a stupid amount of money to do so. Like, that's not ever going to happen again. So I was like, do you mind if David and I, if we can swing it, if we come visit you guys while you're there for a little bit? And they were like, yeah, that would be amazing. So a few emails, a few PTO requests, a few calculations later, and we're going to freaking Australia. I'm so pumped. Mostly because I did not expect to do this trip anytime remotely soon. So the fact that we're going and we planned it like 3 months ago, it just like, I can't believe that we're going. All that to say, my friend texted me saying that she made it to Australia and I was asking her how the flight was. And then as I was texting her about that, David texted me. He said, I'm stopping for lunch and heading back home. I ordered something called an Uncrustaburger from a local burger spot. So of course I said, what the fuck is an Uncrustaburger? Don't burgers already come without crust? And what he sent me was a photo of a burger that is quite literally made from 2 deep-fried Uncrustables. Sounds disgusting to me. He said it was surprisingly good. I was like, there's no world in which I think I would enjoy peanut butter and jelly mixed with meat. But, you know, you do you. So that brings us to now where we're sitting on the couch. Here's Goose. I would say that my motivation levels are probably now at about a 4, which I think is fine because it's the evening. All right, so basically that's my long-winded way of saying this video's over. Do you have any final words, Goose? Good, that was really nice. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope if you're feeling unmotivated that maybe it gives you some motivation. If you watched it and you're still feeling unmotivated, try again tomorrow. You know, today's not the day and that's fine. Otherwise, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so that the YouTube minions will know that you like me and then it'll show this video to more people so that they can like me too. And make sure to subscribe. And if you get bored without me, you can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon. And I think those are all the things. Those are all the things. Say bye to Goose. Bye, Goose. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.